up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Reviews and Reviews. Back in here with one more video. Guys, you're looking at the title of the video. You're looking at the thumbnail. You already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to YouTube creator, Instagram creator, Erica Leshai. I think I did a reaction on her in the past. Title of this video, she brings the truth to black women who bash and disrespect black men. I want to hear her thoughts on this off of the strength of the title. Hopefully there's a lot of truths that's dropped in this. Without further ado.
If a black man is demonized, then black people are affected as a whole. I'm affected as a whole. If a black woman is brutalized or demonized, I'm affected by that because I see us as a unit. I don't see us so separate. Why do we have to separate ourselves so much from each other? Why is black women one separate entity and black men are another separate entity? That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how any other race operates, but we're the only ones who operate like that and think it's functional. You feel me? I've said it before. Why do we get the label of strong, independent black woman? We don't hear that from nobody else. I've never heard strong, independent white woman, strong, independent Asian woman, strong, independent Latino woman, strong, independent Indian woman. I ain't never heard none of that. But we pride ourselves as being strong, independent black women, as if independence is something that we should strive for as a people. Independence is death. Everybody needs somebody. And the reason why we're struggling in our households and our communities is because we think that there's something good about being independent. Black women need black men and black men need black women. You feel me? And I'm not going for the nonsense in my comments. I'm really not. I'm really not going for the nonsense in my comments, okay? I'm not going for all of that. All of y'all, well, black men, anytime something happens to a black man and I say something about it, well, black men don't do this, they don't stand up for us because in the media, we don't ever see. In the media, we don't ever see. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you really expecting the same media that tells us that only white women are beautiful, only slim noses are beautiful, only lighter skin is beautiful? You're expecting that same media to show you an accurate depiction of black men? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You're showing that, you're expecting that same media to show you black love. Are you for real?
Here's the thing. She hit on a bunch of different things. Here's the thing is that, like, when she says media, I think now, today, more than ever in the history, the media is not controlling the narrative. We are controlling the narrative. Each and every one of us with a smartphone in our pocket can control the narrative. Now, there could be some argument in there as to say that, well, the media planted the seed, which started a component of the destruction between the black man and the black woman. And then from that seed, people are putting water all on that seed, whether or not they understand how detrimental the information is. I mean, it's almost to the point now where there needs not to be a specific enemy because we are our own best enemy. We have convinced ourselves that we can be independent and not need one another and be shit. At the end of the day, my argument is that I think men need women way less than women need men. The reason why I say that is because there's something that exists within women, and I'm going to call it conditional femininity. Conditional. They can be feminine if given certain prerequisites, such as a provider, security, safety. If not, masculine characteristics will come out of them. They just will. Look at the majority of black single mothers in the community. They exhibit masculine behaviors because why? Because they're providing the security and the protection without a masculine role or provider there. So they must take up the reins. And the kids watch that. Men don't need women to be masculine. There's not a conditional masculinity. That's just our homeostasis. That's just where we are at. Right? And I think within that, dudes can be happy within their masculinity, but I think it's very hard for women to be happy in their masculinity. I think it's very hard because our chemicals fire incredibly differently. Right? It takes no energy for me to be masculine, but for you to be masculine, for women to be masculine, I think it sucks a lot of energy out of you. I think it absolutely does because it's not really you. It's not really where you want to be. All right, let's keep going.
You're wild. You're wild. You feel me? And I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like, I don't know if it's social media that got me people messed up, because I don't even call the people that follow me followers, because I don't want y'all to be followers. Have we gotten into this follower society so much that we can't even think for ourselves?
Yes.
We just wait for someone to come up with an opinion or perspective so we can latch onto that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Have you ever thought to form your own opinions? Have you ever looked at the media and the news and been like, nah, this ain't it? I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right. This doesn't align with what I've seen in my personal life, and this doesn't align with the statistics, so I'm not going to believe this. Have you ever done that? You feel me? Or do you just take everything that you see and be like, yep, this is the absolute truth? Gil Scott-Heron, and this is one of my favorite quotes, Gil Scott-Heron says, the first revolution is when you change your mind about how you look at things and see that there might be another way to look at it that you have not been shown. When you start to realize that there's perspectives and things that you didn't even know about, that's when you truly become so-called woke. You know what I'm saying? That's when you truly become woke, you know? And if y'all keep on, whew, Lord, try me in the comments though, for real. Like, even in this live, I'm not in the mood for y'all, because this is serious. There's a lot more at stake than what y'all think. Y'all sit up here and get on Instagram and don't see the reality of what's going on. Don't see the fact that, like, out of all the different people and races, we're not progressing as fast as we could because we just choose not to work together. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It is 100% ridiculous. All right, let me do this. Hold on real quick. Because there's some people in here being stupid, and I'm not in the mood. I'm so not in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better watch it. I'm so not in the mood. Like I was saying, there's so much more at stake than we think it is, man. We coming from broken households, from single parent households. We don't have a clue what a healthy relationship looks like. We don't know how to begin to love one another, and everybody think it's a game. Everybody want to get on here and bash people. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys this already. I'm black first. I'm black before I'm female. I'm black before all of that. All of that takes priority over my gender. You know what I'm saying? But they want to get you at that angle. Well, you're female. How do you feel about it? Because since you're female, how do you feel about this perspective?
Good point.
Blah, blah, blah. They don't give a damn about you being male or female when you black. I mean.
Or they don't give a damn about you if you're male, right? They don't say, as a male, how does this make you feel? They don't care about that. But as a female, all right? Whoo, she's spitting some bars right now. She's spitting some bars. Let's go back in.
There's so much brutality that goes on that we forget about it. Y'all remember when that pregnant black woman was on the ground and she screamed out, "I'm pregnant," and a dude shot her 5 times? Y'all remember that? Or did y'all forget about that? I didn't forget about it. Did they seem to say, oh, she's a woman, she's a feminist, we're not going to shoot her, she's pregnant, we're not going to do anything to her because she's a woman? Or did they say, she black, shoot her, I don't give a damn if she's a woman or not? Y'all feminists think you having a vagina gonna save you. It's not. If you black, you black. Having a vagina is not gonna save you. Having that ain't gonna save you. You feel me? You actually gonna get it worse. You think that's gonna save you? If stuff really go down, you feel me? You think that's gonna save you? You think it's gonna be a good thing when they kill off our men and we're left for the taking because there's no one here to protect us? You think that's going to save you?
You know, that's the thing is when it comes down to it, is that when you're in so much of a first world society and, you know, you have the veil of lawfulness, the veil of law, the veil of rules and policies, when you have your roads, your bridges, you have your stoplights, you have your electricity, when everything is running and functioning well, all of a sudden there starts to be a disrespect of men in the culture. There seems to be a disrespect, as if all of the things that just allowed you to wake up in the morning, leave your house, hop into a vehicle, traverse these roads, walk into a building, in an elevator, as if it all wasn't created and maintenance by men, right? So there's a lack of respect there. And then there's also a decoupling of the importance of relationships because I don't need no man. I can get it on my own. I could do it all myself. So it's just such an interesting, the dichotomy of the two as you see it's happening is just, it's simply fascinating to see. And I wonder, like, if our forefathers ever anticipated it happening to the degree of what it is currently right now. But honestly, what I think has sped it up is these ideas of feminism that certain women have latched onto for the sake of female empowerment, which I'd agree that the first and the second wave, I'm all with and I'm all for that. But iterations beyond that have done nothing but continue to separate men and women, because now it's not about relinquishing our oppressors. It is about being superior to men. I don't think either of us is superior to one another. Just our natures bring different values. Okay, let's keep going in.
If they get a hold of you as a woman, and there's no black men, the black men that you love to bash so much because of their so-called toxic masculinity, there's none of them around to protect you, you're going to hate the fact that you're a woman if they get a hold of you. But you think being a woman going to save you.
All you got to do is to go to actual patriarchal societies where there's no respect for women, that didn't go through a women's rights movement, right? A women's liberation movement. Go and take a look at those countries, right? Where you walk outside and a piece of garment comes off of your shoulder and then you get 20 lashings because you're exposing yourself out in public, right? It's just unthinkable things that happen in these patriarchal totalitarian regimes. And we complain about the things that's going on in America. It's just mind-boggling to me. Shit, I've had someone here who was from one of those Saudi Arabia type countries that was complaining about oppressive men in America. And I'm saying to myself, like, how do you come to this conclusion? How? You can see it with your own eyes, but you're so blinded by the images and the soft, subtle conditioning that hits your eyes. It's unbelievable.
Y'all don't have to learn how to stop trying to absolve yourself from your blackness. Okay? You black. This feminist stuff, all of that other stuff that you're talking about, it does not absolve you from the fact that you're black. Okay? You think people are going to treat you different because you're a woman? No. You're not going to get treated different because you're a woman. Siding with all these movements that's created to destroy our people. You know what I'm saying? And not saying anything, just knowing that it's an agenda. Somebody on Twitter told me, oh, I know it's an agenda against black men, but they don't speak up against us. So you know it's an agenda and you choose not to speak up. That makes you complicit. You feel me? You might as well be doing the work yourself.
Well, it's complicit because, there's also this tit for tat like she talks about, but also it's a relinquishing of power. It's a relinquishing of power. So why would you be complicit in letting power go? So, I mean, I get it at a basic human psychological low value perspective. I get it at that perspective. But when you start to look outside your own single benefit and look at the benefit of a community, should you still remain complicit?
I don't want to be out here without the protection of black men, especially as a woman. Y'all crazy as hell. What y'all think y'all gonna do if they have their way and eradicate our men and take them out of the picture, and then we're sitting back like, yeah, good, we finally got rid of those toxic black men? Who do you think is gonna be there to protect you? You feel me? Who do you think is gonna be there? And don't tell me that, well, black men ain't been there. Yes, they have. Did y'all also forget that other video of a black man who pulled out a gun on somebody in a parking lot because he was pressing a black woman? Or do you guys only selectively remember what fits your your dumb, stupid ass perspective? Y'all must have forgot about that video, huh? Or maybe y'all forgot about the one when it was a mass shooting happening and the man shielded his girlfriend, black man, laid on top of his girlfriend so that if anybody got shot, he would get shot. Or did you guys forget about the high school player? He was a black boy, I think in the South, who jumped in front of gunfire to save 4 girls, and he died. He died. But black men don't protect black women.
You know what? It's also the human condition. What do they call it? Negativity bias, right? Where you could get, and shit that happens, with me on my channel, where you can get 100 comments of pure and utter love and positivity, and then you get one comment of someone saying negative, and you just looking at that one comment like, this son of a bitch, right? You could see 100 fantastic examples of protector, but you see that one example of not protector, and you focus in and hone in on that one, when in actuality, yeah, maybe that one should not have happened, but your own inherent bias for negativity makes you focus on that one, and you forget about the other 99, right? So, but I think that it needs to be challenged. So when I have women here saying that y'all don't protect us, you have to challenge it. Because if I am complicit in allowing that to continue to be the norm, then I'm not helping any much more than anyone else that remains complicit on the other side of the gender. Anyone who pushes the bullshit. But it has to be challenged to a degree. Now, I understand it has to be selective challenging, because there's some people that just want to argue you to death without actually listening. That's why this platform, I think, is so important, because it throws up conducive conversations where anybody can have the opportunity to come in and voice their particular opinion. But it's just not real. It's not true. Shit, if a woman goes outside and something's happening to her, the first dudes that will step up will be men. And more often than not, the men of that race. That just is what it is, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, there has to be a relinquishing of disrespect of the men and more of a cohesion, because we're tribal people. We're tribal people at the end of the day. That's what I think that y'all forget. Our evolution, right? The way that we have evolved is from tribes. We are pack animals, right? That's why so much content in this sector, in this space, is always so popping and has been. Daytime talk shows, telenovelas, shit, all of this shit over the past, ever since television was television. There's been relationship shows, relationship content, all the way up to 2021 on YouTube. Relationship shows, relationship content. Because at the end of the day, we want to be together. That just is what we're not loners by trade. Are there loners in society? Yes, but they're outliers. They are outliers. So, but it's gotten so bad to this point where you get so many dudes that are just like, I'm willing to be an outlier. I'm willing to be a loner because look at the way that they're treating me. What I find also so fascinating as well is women that come to this particular section of YouTube and take a look at the content and said, I didn't know men really had feelings like that. I never knew men had emotions. It blew my mind to understand the things that you guys are talking about. So because now I understand it more, not only am I more suited and fit to attract the dude that I want, but also I understand my brother better. I understand my father better. I understand the men in my life better. I understand my male friends better because of that. And that's the benefit of getting out of your echo chamber. That's the benefit of challenging, just like she's saying, challenging the media that comes across your eyes. Because at the end of the day, there could be an agenda, or there could not be an agenda. It could just be what the particular flavor of the month is to make additional money. There's absolutely money that is put into the viewing system that predicates on women's eyes. Is absolutely making things women issues where they don't have to be women issues. There's absolutely making things black issues that don't have to be black issues. But it's appealing to the emotional complex of that human being to inevitably get them to donate, inevitably get them to buy something, inevitably get them to take action, to do something. It doesn't mean that all of these pushes for change are incorrect, but just like she's saying, think about it holistically. Do you think that it has a particular benefit on a community into the future, the way that you think about something? Okay. Listen, guys, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box down below for you guys to go up and finish this particular video. All right. Shout out to the content creator. Again, her name is Erica Leshai. All right. I'll leave her contact information down below as well for you to check her out. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Just a couple of quick thoughts from myself and this content creator today. I think that is appropriate to have, and I think it's a needed discussion to push forward. Guys, got a Patreon as well, where we do weekly, bi-weekly conversations. We do ad hoc conversations. I'm in there all the time now. You understand what I'm saying? All in the idea to increase one's value, to increase your standing in the world. It's mostly men, but we make accommodations for the ladies as well. Feel free to come up and to join us. Would wholeheartedly appreciate you in our community. Until next time, YouTube, peace.